Part of where the Celtics are right now. You see 3, 4, 5, that log jam between the Pacers, 76ers, and the Celtics, looking for home court advantage in the playoffs. And who you face in that first round, particularly that 4 and 5 spot. How do you see it working out for the Celtics, where they are now and where they could be at the end of the season?
I think they're going to be in the mix. My question, though, is how deep in the mix? We know what the team did last year, right, without their 2 stars. So my question for you, Tough Juice, is that as Boston gets close to the end of the season, where does Kyrie need – the key for me is where does Kyrie need to be as a leader? Because we saw last year this young team went further than most people thought. Brad Stevens was able to push the right buttons and plug and play all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, right? But then when you got to the Eastern Conference Finals, you needed that dude. Kyrie's that dude. Mm-hmm. The question, though, mentally, how can Kyrie be that dude and those young guys continue to flourish and play with confidence and believe in all the things they did last year wasn't a fluke? So I'm not questioning is the team talented enough. I'm no longer questioning are they deep enough. I love Brad Stevens as a coach. So now you have Brad Stevens, you didn't make any trades, and we saw this team go so far, and you needed that dude. So I come back full circle again. Is Kyrie ready from a leadership standpoint to take this team to the next level?
Well, you look at last season, I felt like they was literally 4 minutes away from going to the finals. Mm-hmm. And LeBron put that cape on and took Cleveland there. So with that being said, now you know that you have the ultimate closer in a guy like Kyrie Irving, and I think he has to somewhat take a page out of Kyle Lowry's book, regress from the scoring standpoint, and just kind of flourish in being a facilitator and enhancing all the people around you. And I think that, once the playoff comes, that's the new season. You just be the ultimate closer. People know and understand your value to this team. They understand that you're one of the short lists of guys that play at a high level. You guys are 7.5 games back right now. You're going to finish somewhere between 3 and 5. So that will possibly give you home court, particularly in the first round. And you see that play right there.
That's the potential game winning last night against the Bucks.
One of the best finishers in all of basketball without the dunk. You saw Giannis. You saw Eric Bledsoe, Chris Middleton in the picture. So I saw 4 individuals from the Bucks in that particular picture, and then I saw someone naked to the left. I think that was Jason Tatum. And
Jason Tatum was on the right.
That was Al Horford.
That was Al
Horford to the left. Tatum
but to that
right.
point, Jason Tatum, who came up big in the playoffs last year for the Celtics, he was standing in the corner, not a part of that play.
But open.
So for the Celtics, in order for them to grow, do they need more? You see Jason Tatum in the corner in the right.
I got one better for you. No, the ball should nitpick. The ball should went to Al Horford.
Immediately.
Okay. The play before that, they ran the 3, and Al Horford got the 3 to tie the game up. So if you want to nitpick, and that's why I keep saying leadership. I know this man can score with the best of them. So now, remember when early in LeBron's career we said LeBron's making the right play too much?
Every time.
He should shoot the ball more. That was a prime example where Kyrie came off the play before, threw it back to Al Horford, hit the 3, everyone goes crazy. Now Kyrie, same situation. He wants to be the hero. I'm not mad at it. But when you go back and look at the play, and we sat in the film session, what are you looking at? You're like didn't Al just make that 3 this possession before?
Yeah, when you're in the dark in the film room, somebody, Coach, put the flashlight on me. Put the light on me real quick. And I think that's why OKC is so good this year, because Russell Westbrook understands the importance of having that other guy. And I think Kyrie has to understand, and I think he's so comfortable in who he is. He's a star. He's a superstar. He's box office. Yes. But in order for him to get over the hump with this young team, which personalities and things are, pretty much all over the place, but he has to understand that, look, they've developed, and now you're asking them to pull back and regress, and that's something difficult for young guys to do, especially in contracts years and things like that. His value is already where his value is going to be. He's in a win-win situation. All he has to do is be healthy and available. So now to get over that hump, just close. In the playoffs, be the ultimate closer, and everybody wins.
He certainly fit that role well in Cleveland with LeBron. His former team